Okay, so it's Sunday and I thought I would color a bit in one of my Kerby books. And using my, just a quick marker scribbling page. So something like, I think I have probably, yeah, I have something like either like this scribbling with fine liner, or probably more like this type of coloring. I think it's kind of similar to what Laura Rafferty used to show, but I'm way less good at it. Yeah, something like that. I don't know what picture yet. I've also used it just fine liner scribbling on my panda here somewhere, this one. So you see, as a whole it looks quite, I mean, to me it looks alright. But then when you zoom in, you see it's really just quick scribbling, which makes the pages go by a lot quicker. But I'm thinking either... these are the only 4 Kerby books I have. I know he has 2 more, Fragile Worlds and Mythic World, right? And then he has the Geomorphia and the other Geomorphia equivalent. But those 2 I'm not interested in, since I'm one of the few people who prefer double-sided books. So yeah, but... so those I'm not that interested in. And Fragile Worlds and Mythic World, I've been eyeing them, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm really happy with what I have this far. And it's not as if I've colored that much in his new books, so... yeah. Not really feeling for a double page spread, I think. And just trying to see if anything talks to me here. We spent the whole day yesterday installing a shower in my Sambo. Took the whole day, first driving away the old one, and then getting the new stuff, and then figuring out how to put it together and how to couple the water and all that. Yeah. How about him? Yeah, let's do that. I didn't color that many mermaids now in May, so I'm compensating. And also, like, I know there's a color along, there's been a couple of color alongs now for like men in coloring books, which I think is really good. Okay, let's see. I bought some new colors. Just a few markers that I had run out of. Let's see, there's some here. Let me just pull some bundles here, we'll see. Yeah, let's just go for my normal colors. I don't really feel like coming up with anything too fancy today. Maybe I can pull this as well. Okay, so I have the new ones I bought are these, a few of the Faber-Castell Pitt pens for the replacements I needed. So like I have like 3 big budget sets of markers. The Fibra color, which are like the Crayola, the Staedtler dual tips, and which are these ones, and the Faber-Castell connector pens. So I bought like those 3 big sets. I think it was like the biggest I could find of them. I think the Crayolas were, or the Fibra colors were like 100 different colors. The Staedtler were also like maybe 100. The connector pens were maybe 60 or 70. I don't know. But when I run out of colors of those, I don't buy the whole set again. I instead buy like, I don't know, a few tumbles or the Pitt pens now. I also bought some koi markers. These one, koi brush pens. But yeah, I just go for whatever. Let's see, I have my paper here. Let's scribble out some combos, see what happens. Okay, let's go for some greens, I think. Let's see. These are the new ones. This one is also new, so I want to try those. Let's see what else. Something like that. Let's see what that was like. Ah, that's nice. Definitely going for that one. This one as well. Let's put them in the same order. Yep. This one I like as well. This one I won't use. Yeah, this could definitely go for the gold. That's too similar. Okay, let's put these two away again. Let's see, what do we have? Grays. I love me some new markers. It's always lovely. I'm just going for one of those. I'll choose this one. Yep, definitely going for that one. I'm skipping this one. Let's see then, we will be needing some skin colors. Should I go for like... Yeah, let's go for pale skin color. So probably want that one. I can choose just one of those, that's fine. This is a nice color to have, like a neutral one like that. Yeah, I like always having that. In all my color combos, I usually have something in that direction. It just makes it easier to, I don't know. I almost said glue stuff together. No. Probably go more in the purple direction, I think. These are maybe too purple. But like this one, for example, I think will work nicely. Yeah, I mean, it's my usual combos, right? Like brown, greens, and purples. It's my go-to. Okay, this one isn't marrying into the rest of them, I feel like. Maybe it needs a pal. This is more like it. No, I'll probably skip that one. Okay, so let's see what I ended up with. Let me put these back. Actually, let me leave these green ones over here in case I change my mind about those. Maybe pull a few turquoise ones from here. There we go. Let's see what happens. Alright. Let's see what color combo we ended up with. Actually, let me swatch these out. So I feel like them. See if they can work. Nah, that's too blue. That's nice though. That also works. Sure. Definitely. Yeah. Okay, good. We can leave it with these now. So, all right. Let's see. Okay. I'll keep that to the side here so I can reference it, so I know which colors I want to grab. Maybe just start with the things I know. So I do usually start with like the lightest color. So for now, for the gold in his hand there, I'm thinking of like doing a base with this brown and then doing detailing with this gold. So I won't color in the whole thing, but just a few spots. Let me zoom in maybe. Move the camera a bit. There we go. So I'm not like being too particular. I'm sort of scribbling. And there's a cat here. Of course there is. I brushed him yesterday. Which of course is like maybe overdoing it a bit, you know, since he's not like a long-haired cat. But he likes it, and he's the only cat I have, so I'm spoiling him, and that's fine. But yeah, so I brushed him, and it was just like hair everywhere. Everywhere. Something like that. So I'm just following the shadows where Kerby has already put them. I'm just adding some color over there and then doing my own every now and then. Something like that. And now that part's finished, I think, more or less. Let's see, a bit more here. Nah, something like that. Okay. Oh, he has another thing on his hand. Let's do that in the same way. I can probably go in with gel pens in those jewel things. There's another thing here. Let me know what I'm keeping you company with. If you're like coloring or doing the dishes or whatever it is you're doing, I would like to know. It's just fun. Anyway, let's see. Let's go for the background because it's big and probably going to define a lot of the colors. Oh, I forgot the shell. Did you even see the shell? There it is. A little shell here. But yeah, because the background is big and it's going to be a lot of, give a lot of the character to the whole picture in the end. So let's see, I want these two colors, two tumbles, these two. And probably one of these and this one. Okay, let's try something like that. I mean, can always scribble a bit and see if it's what I wanted. Can always go in with darker colors later as well. But yeah, that's probably, it's going to be interesting at least. So to be clear now, I've chosen two color combos for the water. I have this light green with this darker green, and I have this light blue with this darker blue-green color. So I'm going to start with my two lightest colors, the green and the blue. And I'm going to choose out areas where I want it to be more blue and where I want it to be more green. I'm just going to move these pencils. There we go. And let me zoom you a bit more out so you can see the whole thing. Okay. And I'm thinking like blue here, and the rest green maybe. Yeah, let's go for that. Okay, and now, as you see, Kerby has already, has already marked out the shadows. So I'm just going to go and try to accent those and maybe bring them a bit out in some areas, but not all. I'm going to leave a lot of white. The bubbles I'm going to leave for later. Go. Something like this, just scribbling. And I'm going to add some in these parts, just trying to do more or less the same thing as Kerby does, so yeah, not really. I'm obviously not as good at it as he is, but hey, something like that. Or not a detail at least. Especially not with this thick nib. It's kind of a thick nib pen, right? So I don't even have a chance to be too finicky with it, which I like, because otherwise I like things to be quick, as I've already said sometimes. Okay, let's not go too far into that direction. Let's keep it here. Something like that. Okay, and then let's go in here. Oh, the sun is coming out. Oh, there's probably in here as well. Something like that. So that's for the blue, and let's go with the green. I'm just going to put it everywhere else, I guess. See what happens. And I don't worry too much about going over the lines of the hair or covering some bubbles or even, you know, some of the fish. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's put in some of it in here. I can sort of see that it's going to need that. Don't really ask me why, I just felt like that. So here, okay. It's probably going to be cool with some of this color in his skin as well, right? Probably. I just finished reading Guards by Terry Pratchett, and feel free to skip forward if you are afraid of spoilers. I try not to spoil too much, but it's nice, it's fun. There'll be chapters you can skip there. It's fun. I tried reading his Colors of Magic. So the first, okay, if you don't know, like Terry Pratchett is one of the big fantasy writers out there, and I like reading fantasy and all that. So I really wanted to read his big series Discworld. But when the last time I I started reading the first book in the series, which is called Colors of Magic. But that's a bit like the, you know, the Silmarillion by Tolkien. So like it's the how the world was created book apparently. And I got sick of it, like not even halfway through. I just couldn't finish it. Going back to the blue one, adding some of the blue up here. Just to tie it a bit more together. But then I read online that, or heard or whatever, that probably the best way to start the Discworld is not with Colors of Magic. Instead, you should start with either there are different entry points. So if you're interested in that, just I don't know, look it up on Reddit or I don't know where. Yeah, Google it. But there are different entry points that you can choose from. So I chose Guards. Or actually, I thought I would go for Mort, which is following death through the Discworld. But I went for Guards instead. And it was a lot of fun. Okay, let's see which was which. Okay, so this one is the darker one. Let's go in with the green first. Okay, so now I'm just in some of the darker areas going to add this color. Especially then in the areas with the green. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, it really was. And hilarious writing. I've read Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, and I really like that. So I thought I would give him another chance after the first disappointment trying to read Colors of Magic. Yeah, no, it was really good. Not something I like. When I really love books, I read them in one go. So this was not really something I would read in that got me in that way, but it was definitely entertaining and I wanted to know how it ended. So it definitely did its job. Let's see, a bit more here. Okay. And now with the dark, let's be a bit... But the darker the color is, the more careful you have to be, or at least that's what I tell myself, about where I add it, because it's going to have a larger effect. So with the lighter colors I can be a bit more wild. With the darker colors I try to be a bit more, keep track of what I'm doing. Okay, but let's see, there are, like you saw there, I tried to fill in that area a bit more with the dark, because around him I feel like there should be a bit more dark to make him stand out more. So obviously, painting something light on a dark background makes the light part stand out, and vice versa. So if you paint something, if you have a light background, then using dark colors for your main object will make that stand out. It's just a matter of contrast, and yeah, kind of makes sense. So that's what I'm thinking here, that he will be lighter than the background, so I want the background around him to be a bit darker. Let's see, something like that. Maybe around this shark we can have a bit more color. Let's see. And down here as well. He got some on his face, it's fine. Okay. That's a start. I think it probably looks nicer in real life than it does on camera. Oh well. I feel like, going back to my palette over here, let's put in some of the blue again in the background. Just in the white areas, not too much. Not sure if this was the right decision, we'll see. Might be better off when the rest is colored as well, probably. It's usually how it goes. With this technique you really have to, or I at least really feel like it goes through a like ugly stage or whatever. You need to stick to it and it will be fine in the end if you just do that. But it really does have a period where I'm like, what am I even doing? What is this? And why? But yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's put these back in their places. So these two were somewhere here, and then we have here and here. Okay. Let's do him. I'm going to start up with this skin color, slight peach flesh color, brown, I don't know what this even is, and I'll just, you know, again accent Kerby's shadows. I really feel like, sure, there are, first off, there aren't that many men in coloring books, and second off, the men that are there are like, I feel they are more sexualized than the women in the books, at least the books that I own, which is a bit of a pity. There are some that aren't, but yeah, it's like the opposite from the real world, where women are more sexualized. Okay, something like that. I saw an area, yeah, it'll probably pop up again. Okay. Something like that. If you want a bit more there, maybe. Something like that. Okay. Let's go in with some shadows into that. Let's first decide maybe on his tail and his hair. Should he have purple? Should he have a purple tail and purple hair? Let's go for that, right? Okay, let's take the eggshell blue, pink and purple, yeah. It'd be such a beauty. Yeah, probably these three. Maybe not the pink color, or pink color for accents. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's start with the blue color as a base. So this will make him disappear into the background a bit. But hopefully he'll reappear in a second. He'll probably have that color scales as well then, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's put some of that. Oh yeah, okay, here. This part is part of the water again. I'll go in and color that later on. And I don't know if you saw there, but like in this part I went in round circles because the line art sort of suggests round circles, while in this part the line art suggests straight lines, so I'm coloring more straight lines. Yeah, it's not more, I'm not thinking about, what's it called, texture more than that, but still. All right, let's start up with, before we turn to those colors, let's do the water a bit more. I saw there were some parts I had missed. Like that. Was there anything else? Probably this part a bit more. There we go. Okay, and then let's go in with the green. Something like that. Oh yeah, there's a bit more here. Yeah, it's really quite, it's cloudy outside, so the lighting will be all over the place for this video probably. Hey, that's how it goes. What did we say then? Yeah, we said this for accents and this for shadows, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go in for the shadows. Okay, I'm going to just dot here for the scales. Okay, I'll do the rest later. Okay, seems the... And again, like the line art already suggests where there are shadows, and I'm just adding a few dark dots in the lighter parts as well, just for, I don't know, for interest's sake, I guess. Trying to flick out a bit here to not have those really... But yeah, that doesn't work that well with marker as it does with pencils flicking, but it works a bit. Something like that, and then we have the hair. Oh yeah, okay, and the eyebrows. A bit more finicky with those, there we go. Okay, and now for the accent color, I want to do the edges in this pink. So here I'm going a bit more aware of the line art, right? You can see him coming up to the edge. So that's another thing with this technique that, at least for me, works, that the siding wedge edges of the line art I really want to bring attention to, and this fishtail part, for example, I want to bring attention to. The edges of the fishes probably as well later on. Might do that in gel pen. Okay. Let's add a bit of this into this weird scale area as well. There we go. And a bit here. Oh, he's fabulous already. I love it. Okay, and then in his hair at the edges again. Because obviously they have really advanced hair salons down in the bottom of the sea, where they like match the hair color to their tail color. Yep, that's how it is. I know that. Okay, now for his shadows, so I mean it's like in his skin color, I think I will go for green. which is a bit daring, I think. Question is if I want the same green as the background. Probably not the exact same. Let's go maybe for this. Let me think a bit. Yeah, I think that's the right decision. We'll see. If it's not, it's fine. We'll figure something out. So just where it's the most shaded in by Kerby already, I'll just put in a few. And if I ever like if I feel like I've put down the wrong marker color, I never really, I mean I do worry, but I fix that with pencils on top. You can always mute down the colors or anything. So for example here, I think I'll go in with purple over this, just to make it blend in a bit more, because I think that's a good choice. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. So let's do that directly, actually. Bringing out my polychromos, my trusted polychromos, and everything is falling apart because my desk is a mess again. Okay, let's go for a darker skin color, or what's this? It's a cinnamon color. Purple. This is the manganese violet. Yeah, that's probably all I need. Okay, so I'm just going to go into the corners where I use the green. To the very corners of it. Let's see if I... So there over the marker, like over the green marker, I use a lot of pressure, but where I like spread it out, I try to soften the pressure a bit. He should probably have some nice lipstick color as well, right? Feels like a lipstick kind of guy. Okay, darkening up some places of the tail as well. Go, something like that. We'll probably have a bit more shading here. Don't really know how the light is falling on him. No idea. It's fine. Don't feel like thinking too much about it either. Let's see, this hand should probably be darker. Okay, I felt I did a bit too much on over here. And a bit too much over here. And let's just do like that. Okay, going in with the cinnamon now. And just softening up the edges of both the marker and the pencil. Not going to color the whole thing. I want some of the white highlights to remain. and not going over all of the purple areas because I want that color to be stark. So like putting this cinnamon over it would mute it down, right? And I don't want to do that over all of the areas, as I said. Just want to mute down some of it. Let's see, something like this here on that cheek. Something like that. Okay. Now I feel like the tail, like this part of the tail and the hair probably, could have a bit more fun to it. Now what do I mean with that? I don't really know. Also like this part of the cheek with the green there. Let's try to blend that green in by doing it a bit more. It was meant to be there, okay? Yeah. Yes, okay. So I want the tail to have some more pizzazz. Ooh, maybe the gold is the right way to go. Yeah, okay. Let's put in some of... Let's see, we can always erase it if I don't like it. This is light yellow ochre. And it's about the right color. And I'm just going to do a few stripes of this in the tail. What do we think? Yes or no? I'm thinking yes. Because it's a bit weird. And he's already got this manga hairstyle. So, yeah. A bit more, maybe in his skin even. Why not? There we go. Okay. Now for the rest of the things. Just going to put these back. And the rest of the fishes. Decisions. Okay, so let me think for a bit. I'm thinking these big fishes. And this one as well, probably. Yeah. They should probably be like blend into the background a bit more. So they should probably be, let me just put these back to their places. Something like this probably. Yeah, okay, I have the gray to play with as well. Let's see, this is the gray. And then we have the blue. And then we have that color. Okay, let me find the brother to this color. I want to find, okay, so this color, right? The green gray one that I used in the background. I want to find the blue brother of this color. So I want to find something with the same character. And no, that's not like an art actual term. I don't think colors really have brothers, but I want to find something with this. muted. There we go. That was quick. Do you see what I mean? Those the colors seems like siblings to me. I don't know. They just do. Either way, let's do these. Big fishes. And this is a bit kill your darlings over it. So like a lot of, especially this fish, I really see in actually in, wait, let me zoom in. So that fish here, this fish, I actually really see in vivid colors. But I think for the whole, it will look better with it, I don't know, muted down. So I'm sort of not thinking of it as an individual fish, but looking at it as a whole. Yeah. Same with this, well, the shark I would always want to do in these muted colors, but this fish here, my like, when I just look at it individually, I want to do it yellow. But again, I think for the whole picture it will be better with it a bit more muted down. And of course you don't need to think about stuff like this. If you're just coloring for fun, then each little fish can have its own little color palette. Let's see, let's put this. It's a bit hard with this one. Like I don't feel like the shading is in exactly the right places, but we'll see. We'll manage. I'll probably need to go in with some green into these as well, but doing the main things in blue separates it from the background, I'm thinking. There we go. Meh. Good enough. Something like that. Why have I got Christmas songs on my brain? What's wrong with me? Well, I mean, it could be Christmas in July. There's probably some color along for that, right? I just haven't been really attentive lately for color alongs. Haven't felt like it. Anyway, let's go in with some of the green from the background. Also a lot of green from the background actually, maybe too much. We'll see. You can always, again, mute it down with pencils if it turns out too much. Nah, that's fine. Okay, now, for all the small fishes, I think either purple or yellow is the way to go. Let's go for yellow. Let's actually introduce another color here, because I want to shade it in with this golden, but I want another color to be the lighter base for it. It's too dark. The next time I go marker shopping, remind me to buy some dirty yellows. This one is dry and has a hair stuck to it. It's a lot of yellow. Okay, no, I'm not going to find a good marker for that. So let's do a combo of the, was it yellow ochre I used before? I think it was this one. Light yellow ochre. Yeah, good. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly and scribbly like base these fishes. And then I'm going to shade them in with the marker. Oh, this little ghost will be this color as well. Okay. Mostly just their bodies, I think. Like the fins and the detailing, I'll do with the marker. And then there's all the bubbles. I'm thinking gel pen for those, right? Quick, easy and fun. And with a bit of luck it'll be, I'll choose glittery gel pens, or glittery and nice. And no, this is not sped up, this is just the way I color when I'm in the mood like this. I can definitely be more finicky as well, but not feeling it right now. I'm thinking some of these things will be that color as well. Now this is a bit of a... This is always a bit of a... my like weak spot. Coloring corals. I have no idea what colors they should be. I'm going for something like this for the yellow bits at least. I'll do the rest later on. I'm still thinking... I'm still on the fence if this is the right decision. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll just make something better of it. You can always do more layers, for example. So trying to like shade the bottom parts of them and then the fins. So if the fish is horizontal, it will have like a dark belly. If it's lying downwards, it will have a darker head. And probably what you actually should do here is think about where the light source is coming from, but whatever. It's fine. The eyes will probably also be fixed. Oh, I forgot to color this with pencil. I just colored the whole fish in the marker instead. Cheating! There we go. And I mean, this would take ages otherwise if you give them detail. And that looks stunning, don't get me wrong. I love it when other people do it, and sometimes I'm in the mood to do it as well, but sometimes I'm not. And I feel like a lot of people get put off by all the details in Kerby's pictures, but if you do it like this, just not taking it as seriously, it's, I don't know, works for me. That's really nice, isn't it? I think maybe the background needs a bit of pencil as well to make it a bit more or like a light layer of water media or something to differentiate it from the white background here. So like the bubble things maybe need a bit more something. Okay, the shading down here in the corals, plants, whatever's, I'll do in some of these colors, which maybe means I'll need to introduce that a bit further up on the picture, but I don't want them to be exactly the same as the fishes are just colors. So I don't think I need that much of it. I'll just put a bit in these fishes here, a bit in this octopus thing. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Fine, good, nice. Let's do this one in the same color, but the whole thing in the same color. And then shade it with something else. That's probably fine. Okay. Shade it with some browns here, right? Ah, that's boring though. Something like that. I mean, this shouldn't take too much attention anyway, so I'll let it blend into the background a bit with this green, hopefully. Okay, no more touching. A bit more touching here. There we go. Okay, good. Whatever. A bit of the red might do it good. So now I'm doing the opposite of what I said before. Bringing it out instead of letting it blend in. I'm suddenly I want to give him red eyes. I can always change my mind afterwards. So that happened. I don't know, it's fine. We'll see if I can mute that down. Actually, let me do that. Because that was a bit crazy. Let me start by muting it down here in the corals. Going in with the purple, because the purple is the most... it still has some of that red character, but it will probably... it mutes it down a bit, I feel like. And the purple is already used in the picture above, so... And again, using hard pressure over the red and then smoothing it out over the other parts. Now, because I couldn't really get rid of that red character, I'm going to try to mirror it into the rest of the picture instead. To be a bit, I don't know. Don't love that, don't hate it though, it's fine. Okay, let's put more. There we go. All right, now I talked a bit about the background before. I think what I will do is take a water brush. Here we go. Water brush and my trusty ink tens, which I have somewhere here. Here we go. No, that's not ink tens. This could work better maybe. This is the Derwent pastel pencils. No. I want my ink tens. Let me just. Here we go. Nope. Change my mind again. Because the ink tens are too strong colors. I want something, a muted watercolor pencil. So, here we go. Derwent Graphitints and Albrecht Dürer. Those are my go-to muted watercolor pencils. This one is one of my favorites, obviously, since it's so small. And I'm actually going to use that. Okay, now let me just see a bit where I want to put it. This area, and then I'll put in the white again in the areas I want it. Something like that. Okay. Where's the water brush? I had it before. Come on. Did I put it back? No. I guess I'll just take another one. Except this one isn't working as well. Oh, come on. You know, you have favorite brush pens and less favorite brush pens. This one is one of my favorites. Okay, let's fill this up at least. Okay, just going for it. Now, as I usually do, I will obey the line arts a bit while diluting. So like, when applying the water, or like the, what's it called? The pencil, I wasn't that particular, but now with diluting, I'm sort of obeying the line art a bit more. And this might cause the colors to bleed, especially the ones I'm not used to. It seems the pit pens are reacting quite strongly. Let's see, I'll show you later on how it looks, if it bled a lot or not. It's usually fine, I can usually cover that easily. And obviously the water-based markers are reacting a bit to being, especially the Crayola or the Fibra color. You see that? They're really, they love water. Or they love to move with water. Something like that. Maybe I wouldn't even have needed the Albrecht Dürer. It helps a bit. Yeah, it really looks like I wouldn't have needed it. We'll see. Like the Fibra colors are really diluting on this paper. That's nice to know. Means there's some potential there. Oh my, the tumbles. Yeah, I think this paper will be really nice for experimenting on with this technique. I mean the water-based markers diluted with water technique. Because this is really nice. Okay. Now we lost a bit of the squiggly character of the picture by doing this, but that's fine. I actually feel like diluting these fishes as well. Okay. Let's see if I can make this red play ball. Maybe I can even lift it. This is just an old sheet that I'm using for my projects, I guess. But yeah, I am like that because like when I do a mistake, I like to spread it out all over the page and then fix it all over the page. Okay, let's not go too many times. Yeah, no, this paper will be perfect for this technique. Okay. Okay. That's better, right? I think it's better. Now let me wait a bit. Let it dry a bit. Let's check the bleed through, shall we? It's not that bad. There's some bleed through here. Here. That's barely anything. I think we need a darker purple. There we go. Maybe even darker than this, right? Oh, it's a bit weird. Okay, let's go in with some purple in the background. I'm just trying to marry it together a bit more. Okay, that was a bit too much over there. Let's go a bit more here. Okay. Okay, so we definitely want some white, right? Okay, I have a white jelly roll. Is this full? I think it's full. Yeah. Okay, a new white jelly roll and some baby wipes. Here we go. Because I've been told that baby wipes keep the jelly rolls from clogging, or any gel pens from clogging, really. So let's test out that theory. But first, let me just go in with some golden gel pen, and I'm actually scribbling this as well. Because I want to keep some of the line art. Here we go. fabulous. Let's see what we'll do with his face later on. The makeup, I'm not that happy about the lips right now. Maybe red lips was not the right way to go. Or actually, sure it wasn't. I've tried to like get rid of the red from the page. Yeah, when you choose a color palette that you're happy with, don't deviate from it then. Do as I say, not as I do. Then again, like doing mistakes like that, or yeah, that for me usually like it, since it becomes more challenging, the end result sometimes turns out better. Because like now I was forced to go darker in the tails. I actually like the tail better now, for example. And I mean, the core idea of introducing red into something that has a lot of green is not, it's not actually a bad idea. It's just the we'll see. Where was I with the white, right? Yeah, okay. I'm just going to go in and do the bubbles. Maybe. Oh, I'm already hating this. Let's see if this works then. Nope, not working. Maybe working, I don't know. Okay, I just need to settle down and do these stupid gel pen dots. I can do it, I can even have fun doing it. Or not fun, but I can find it relaxing. I just need to find my inner zen. Don't need to get finished with this right now. There we go. Then we have some dots here. I think in the eyes of the fishes would be nice to do in golden gel pen to make them stand out. What color would you do them? Yellow would be nice as well, maybe. I have a yellow Posca to choose from as well. Could be fun. I feel like this barely does a difference. No, it does, okay. Ah, this is going too slow, isn't it? Let me think. What if I did all the bubbles in silver instead? Or in... Yeah, let's go for that instead, actually. Let's go for the Gamsaitambi set. And first you need to wake up the glitter colors. So drop some water on it and let it either let it be or be impatient like I am and mess around with it. Wake it up. I lost the lid of these, which is a pity, but it's fine. I don't use these nearly enough. I love having them, having the option of using them. Let's see, did I miss anything down here? Yeah, so now I have to choose my next book to listen to. I listened to an audiobook while going to work. That's how I got through Guards Guards. And I don't really know what to go for. I've been eyeing the Shadow of the Gods. I haven't tried that yet. I just got it recommended to me. And yeah, that could be something. But I don't, when I listen to on the way to work, I don't want anything too too good, because as I said, when I really get stuck in a book, I want to read the whole thing in one go. And of course, if I'm on the way to work, I can't do that because I need to spend the rest of the day working. So that's a bit of a dilemma. So it has to be like good enough to keep my interest, but not too good. I liked Pride and Prejudice on the way to work. I listened to that. It's really not my usual go-to, but it was really nice to listen to. So maybe I should go for another classic. There are more of Jane Austen books, of course, that I haven't read. But I don't think more of them are narrated by the same narrator. At least I haven't seen any, I think. I tried Agatha Christie. It was also fun. But I didn't really like... I really liked the one, what's it called? And Then There Were None. That was really good. Entertaining in a really like yeah, in just the right way to keep me engaged on the way to work, but not really on my toes for the workday to be over so I can listen to the continuation, if you know what I mean. Then I tried Peter Pan. It's also a bit, yeah, I mean, it was nice to hear the original, to know what the fuzz is about. I think I've seen the Disney movie one time at least, but it was ages ago. Let's see. Okay, that's rather nice. I think maybe golden lipstick will be better on him. It will cover that mess right now nicely. Now I probably need to turn the whole picture around. Yeah, this is way more satisfying than doing it with gel pens. I go crazy each time I do that. But I do like the end result, that's why I keep doing it. But this will work as well. It doesn't really disturb me if the droplets like blend together into blobs instead of like nice circles. It's fine. It's fine. If it wants to do that, it can do that. Yeah, I kind of like it. This really didn't turn out the way I thought it would, but that's the way it goes. A bit more water. And then I probably need to wait for it to dry before I do anything else, right? Or can I get away with doing anything else? Like, what else is left to do even? So the lipstick, we need to fix his face. And probably... again, the fish's eyes. Okay, was that everything? Probably. Let's put in some of this in. No, let's not. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to go in with some white gel pen and clean up this edge down here. Bit better. Turning it around again. Here we go. Do you see the glitter? Maybe. Well. Let's fix those lips. Okay, if I go in with gold, and then I'll probably have to go in with fine liner as well. in with the eyes first. Okay, then we probably need, oh, I missed some of the, what's it called? Drops, no, not drops. Bubbles. There are 3 more here. There we go. He looks horrible. No, not horrible, but he looks a bit. He needs something more. What is it he needs? He needs more shadows, I think. I think that's the thing. Okay, let's give him more shadows then. If you want more shadows, you can get more shadows, little guy. Let's see. How about this color shadows? Okay, let's try to give you more shadows, shall we? Okay. And then you need more shadows here, probably, right? That's what you want. You can get a bit more defined nose, a bit more under your chin here, a bit more here. What do you think about that, huh? Is it better? Are you more willing to cooperate now? A bit more willing to cooperate? Okay, now we just need to apply that to the rest of you, right? All these lovely muscles you've got going. There we go. To your lovely glamorous tail. Something like that. A bit more here. Yeah, I hear you. There we go. That's better, right? Good, good. Such a little diva. Wants to have everything nicely colored in. Satisfied with my previous sloppiness. Let's see, more here, I think. There we go. Your ear. Yeah, I can't skip that, can we? No. A bit more in your hair. Yeah, your lovely multicolored anime hair. There we go. That's nice. I'm not putting my hand in too much of the other colors. Ugh, I made a mess there. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's a glittering mess. Go. How about that? Okay, let's put in a bit more of this purple in the dark fishes. The dark fishes. Join the dark fishes. Go. Like that. When in doubt, add more purple. That should be my mantra. Oh. Go. Okay, and now the only thing that's left are the fish's eyes. And let's do those, because I'm too impatient to wait for everything to dry. So if you're doing this at home, wait for it to dry. If you're a rebel, don't wait. I'll go in with black in those places that I want some pupils, but I think this is fine. Risky business. Let's put you a bit more further up. Away. Wee. Let's see, something like that maybe. This is a little trick I do. I don't know if... No, I can't see it. So I'm just putting down my little finger as a point of, like, to have something help me be a bit more stable. But that's the only thing that's touching the page right now. It's my little pinky. Okay, that might be it. Let's just put a bit of it into your eyes, my darling. Let's see if we can get this. Good enough. Do you want a golden nipple? You'll get a golden nipple. Here we go. You have a golden nipple. Good. Fast. Okay. So this is how it turned out. It was a bit more of a mixed media page than what I wanted or what I expected. I just thought I would go in with some scribbling, but turned out into this. But yeah, so that's it for this video. See you in the next one.